It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. We got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in that meeting. Yeah. But they like you. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Nix to the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Xavier Worthy on the return. The Skins take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They'll run on 1st down. Nelson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. That'll be caught by Rice. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They got to be consistent.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
To throw is Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To throw, here's Nix. Open man, and again it's Sutton. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nelson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Chiefs at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before. Dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Nix. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Nix to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. From the 2 now, second and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Nelson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Mahomes. He's got him in. Complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Back to throw. Nix. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Nelson's got it here right side. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Nelson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Butker now to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nix. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the game there, another 1st down as well.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That is caught by Vele. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Nix to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game, because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Touchdown! Courtland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nelson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat. And there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Nix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
victory.
So for the